Hey, this is Alexander Vitkin, and today I'm going to talk about how you learn marketing. Now, most people think you learn marketing by going to college, and it's kind of true. I went to college and I studied marketing for 4 years, but in the first 2 months out of college, I did a consulting as a marketing consultant, and I didn't use anything I learned at college. So you could say that the 4 years I spent in college, I didn't really learn anything of marketing that I'm still using or I was using straight out of college. Apart from presentation skills, like PowerPoint and statistics, basically, and like the very basics of marketing, like the Pareto rule or something. So, how do you actually learn marketing? Now, I am of the opinion that you have to keep learning marketing. You don't just learn it in college and then just walk away and now I know marketing. It's the same basically as any other profession. So here's the thing, you have to look at the world as a marketer. So if you go to a place like this and you see these flashing lights, most people would pass by it like they don't even notice it. But if you're a marketer, you look at it and you look inside and it's very shiny, bright, like fluorescent. And what I learned from this venue here is this venue is designed for girls. There's girly music, like I don't know if you can hear it, but there's girly music. There's bright lights, and if you actually go inside, which I did, even though I'm not interested in this shop, I went inside and all the clothes are only for girls. This is a shop only for girls, so it's not really a surprise. But now I know what it takes. If you walk down this huge street, it's a large shopping street, the biggest one in Barcelona. Not a single other shop is designed like this. And most shops are also not just for girls. So what would I do if I was designing a shop for girls? I would look at shops like these, basically. Also, let me give you a real life example that I had in Miami, for example. In Miami, I was looking for a hairdresser, and I saw a peculiar hairdresser because they had a $3 beer sign on the front of the building. I'm like, oh, $3? It's a hairdresser. $3 beer. It doesn't make sense. So I walked in, and then I noticed why they do that. The interior was very, very pretty, and the reason they do the $3 beer sign is because people walk in and say, oh, it's only $3, and that's what tourists are interested in. This was South Beach, Miami. In South Beach, Miami, there's mostly tourists near the ocean, near the sea. So what they do is they put a sign, $3 beer, and you walk in, you're wondering, oh, a $3 beer, and that's how they lure you in. Once you're in, they give you a haircut. And I talked to the owner of the place. He's like, yeah, that's what we do. We import our hairdressers from New York, super trendy hairdressers, and we offer people a cheap beer just to get them inside, and then we sell them the $20, $30 haircuts. So by talking to this man and by looking at his establishment, it was very clear how his whole marketing worked. And it was like a hip-hop theme, very cool, very, very good hairdressers as well. They were really good. I had an awesome haircut, and completely different from all the other hairdressers on the same street. So what are some of the things you can learn from this? You have to be different. You have to have hairdressers who are actually from a hipper area, which is known for hairdressers, New York. You have to have something to lure the tourists in who are wandering around looking for food and beer. You just lure them in with the beer. So all these things are very, very valuable as a marketer, because you can apply them to any industry, any niche. You can even apply them when you're designing a website, for example. If you want people to opt in to your email list, you offer them something that quenches an immediate needs. So see, you can learn something from a hairdresser that you can apply to a website or any other business. Another thing that I've noticed is if you walk down a street like this, shopping streets, see a bunch of people handing out flyers, and if you just hand out flyers and you're not even close to the place that you're promoting, it's totally useless, because whatever you can't track doesn't work, basically. People with a flyer, the flyer doesn't even necessarily give a discount, so they don't even hand the flyer to the store clerk. So nothing is tracked. Just give flyers and hope that people walk into the store. So a much better way of flyering is, and I talked to promoters, so they told me, much better way of flyering is to stand right next to the venue and you get people to enter, you know? That is, that is tracked. So then you're tracking the result of your activities. So that's much better method. Another way is, even if you're not near the place that you're promoting, you walk them there. You take the group of people or one person or whatever, preferably a group because then you're going to make more money, and you walk them to the place you're promoting. Another way, and this is probably the worst of the good ways that I discuss, is if you have a discount on the flyer, so the people give the flyer to the store clerk, and then the store clerk can count the flyers at the end of the day. Then you know how many people came in because of the flyer. But that's not the best way. The best way is if you know you've seen them walk into the store. That's the best way. This store, for example, keeps luring people in with bright lights and club music, exactly what the target audience is interested in. So what else can you do to develop your marketing skills? Most marketers, including me, we go to marketing seminars where our peers and people way ahead of us, many years ahead of us, present on stage and give their latest ideas, latest tests that they've done, latest stuff that just works. And we just go to these marketing conferences, learn from them, but also we talk to peers in the audience. It's actually one of the best ways to learn, is to talk to your peers in the audience. Because all these people are in different industries and they apply stuff that you've never heard of. Maybe some of them are still doing old school marketing. Maybe some people think, oh, old school marketing doesn't work anymore, but I assure you it does. And if you talk to some old school marketers, they'll tell you what works, what doesn't work today. And it's very hard to find out information like this. You pretty much have to talk to someone who does it. So marketing conferences are a great, great way to learn marketing and to keep yourself up to date. Another thing I want to tell you is that you have to keep doing this for the rest of your life if you want to be a marketer. If you want to look at the world as a marketer, you have to keep doing this. You cannot just learn it and then think, okay, I'm done. So that's it for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks. Another thing that I'd like to add is if you want to learn marketing, write or film everything you know. So what I'm doing right now, everything that I know, I'm putting in videos. So I materialize my knowledge and I learn how to explain my knowledge. You should do the same, either on your blog. If you're a marketing agency, for example, you can have a blog. Just give away your best stuff for free. I know I've mentioned this in a video before, but I have to keep telling you, this is super valuable. It improves many, many skills if you do this. And also it forces you to learn new stuff. And you can be sure that anything you put on camera or in a blog, you will remember for the rest of your life. You will internalize it on a level that you can't if you don't do this.